So, yeah, we are live. Yes. All right. Well, all right. We're live, everybody, and let's talk about the live here with your boy King Gabe, and as you can see, got Brownie with me. Because you might, as I looking at the thumbnail, he was kind of he's kind of part of what we're about to talk about there. And just for the heck of it, I also got my Doctor Strange plushie. He kind of, since kind of adapting him into some of the skits that I'm trying to do with Brownie and his friends. Got one up where they met each other there. If you hadn't seen the skit, Doctor Strange visits. I think it's yeah. Let me make sure I got the title right. Uh, yeah, Doctor Strange visits Brownie. Yeah, definitely check it out there. Uh, yeah, definitely check that out. Let's see if I can get them. Yeah, kind of set them up a little bit where yeah, can I get them? Yeah, especially the Brownie. Yeah, kind of. Okay, let's see. Maybe. Oh, okay. If I can set this right here, kind of set these notebooks. Yeah, yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, sort of. And then bring this down a little bit. All right. Yeah, we got one person in the chat room. Yeah. I'll say, oh, hello. Make sure yeah, definitely give us a like as you're coming in there. Sort of like how like you get your membership at the door or however they call it. Yeah, definitely put a like up there. Yeah, but yeah, we go. Oops, ruined the illusion. Okay, so yeah, cause oh now you can't see my head. Okay, so yeah, that okay. Oh, I got a better idea. Yeah, set this like that. Yeah, there we go. Kind of. Yeah, this work a little bit here. Kind of at the edge, but at least I'm here. Make sure. Yeah, then got Doctor Strange there. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, probably have to kind of. Yeah, kind of be around here. So yeah, yeah. I kind of like I say. Meant to kind of be set up like this a little bit earlier, but yeah, kind of had to visit my in-laws there and take care of a few other things there after work after I got off of my midnight shift and everything. Yeah, of course, like I just said, visiting in-laws for Easter. So yeah, just some stuff going on, and of course got something to eat and everything, and then washed up. I'm all washed up. Let's see. Push you. Oh, I got a message here. Trying from your. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Somebody like my live stream from Wednesday here. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, a little feedback there from the Christian Network Facebook group here. So just looking at his profile. Okay. Yeah, have to reply, give him a little reply after this is done there. So yeah, but at least I got some feedback there. So all right, right here a little kind of a rough way coming in, but like I say, we are here. Like I say, your boy King Gabe, Brownie, Doctor Strange, all of us there. And we're all here for the live stream to talk about. Power Rangers, Cyber Squad, and Digiranger. Oh yes, yes, got double tree, and there's a few other things that will be brought up in this live stream as well. Linking with the subject matter as we begin talking about those two things there. Um, Quite interesting there. And one reason why I put two of them in one video, as opposed to two separate live streams, because I felt like doing each one by itself probably would not probably would. I thought it would be better both of them together. Um, yeah, especially they're both in the digital realm and also yeah, pretty much similar to one another. I mean, Cyber Squad, Digiranger. Uh, got some differences though, but yeah, they are pretty similar. Uh, and as I stated when I was posting around, pretty much Power Rangers meets Digimon. So yeah, and with this, yeah, I will in the future I will be doing some like- just like I did when I was just like when I was talking about my other Power Ranger fan series and my adventures in Power Rangers, like the Mighty Morphin up to SPD, and also even a video that will be up soon involving what if the Power Rangers fought Mr. Peanut. So yeah, just like I have a lot of those pertain to uh, Power Ranger stuff, there as well as also Yu-Gi-Oh, like the manga readings and stuff like that. There will be there will soon in the future I will have videos of my or live streams and possibly some videos, but live streams of my history with some other things as well, like Digimon, for example. So that will be coming soon there. As for as for when I get ready to do live streams next week, like I say, have to. I should have. I should be able to know a little bit better what I'll be putting up. Either at least by Saturday, so I can have the schedule up between then and Sunday. What next Tuesday through Thursday will bring. Um, I know at some point I'll probably be telling y'all about the books, the about the third Yumiko book as well, as well as the first two. That might possibly be my it might possibly be my next live streams before I go into telling you guys about Heroes of Dreams because yeah, I definitely gotta put Yumiko out there. Excuse me, this subway. Yeah, definitely gotta put Yumiko out there and everything. So yeah, probably will definitely like I say have probably just might even read the novels right here on the live stream. Like so it might be like one live stream. I might do the first novel, second, then then the second one, and of course the new third one. So yeah, like I say, so yeah, there will be that coming. That way, you guys can be like, yeah, I definitely want to get a copy of that. So, but yeah, definitely be on the lookout for what that schedule will be. And like I say, before we go in, and yeah, definitely like, share, subscribe. Yeah, definitely like and subscribe, and also definitely get our available books, which will possibly be talked about. Probably the next thing that we talk about in the next week's stream, which will be I'll have a confirmation Saturday, but yeah, but it's definitely a possibility. And then of course, like I say, after that, Heroes of Dreams, and also definitely support us on Patreon. So you can get some early viewing of the content that is up there now. So far, the content we have on Patreon for early viewing. We have two readings of Yu-Gi-Oh mangas. Duel 2 Lying Eyes, Duel 3 Heartbeat, Heartbeat, and the video that I made with Christina earlier this week. What happened to the Bubbling the Comic Series issue 6? So those are up for early viewing on Patreon, and I will be uploading more. The dual 4 and 5 of the Yu-Gi-Oh manga, the What If, the Power Rangers fought Mr. Peanut. So that's 3 more I have to upload, and then a fourth one, which will be a Patreon only exclusive. So even more so important than the early releases, get Patreon only content access. So yeah, definitely get on that Patreon and support us for as little as $1 a month. But if you can, definitely do more so you can get even more stuff for supporting the channel according to the tier list. So yeah, definitely check out the tier list so you can see what more you can get for more that you contribute. Oh yeah, contribute more, get more, and get more rewards. And definite and like I say, just like EJ the Supreme, Big Sis Casey and Iceman Universe, um, and not only support us on Patreon, but also support Iceman Universe, our as I say, our first Patreon. Actually, I think he was our second Patreon after EJ the Supreme. But yeah, definitely support his channel on his Patreon to get full content access to his reactions to Hey Arnold, which I'm catching up on, Naruto, One Piece, and Ed, Ed and Eddie. I have seen all of that. That was the first series. That was the first reaction series that I watched on his channel. So yeah, definitely do that. What's up, Janara? Glad to see you here. Sup and everything. So yeah, what's up? What's up? Definitely give us a like there. Give us a like to show YouTube that we doing good here. So it's all good. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, definitely show us some support on that Patreon. As I just stated before, Janara, we got some we got some content on my Patreon page that you can get early viewing of before it hits YouTube. Some early videos. I got 2 Yu-Gi-Oh manga readings there that you can get access to already. And oh, okay. Little appointment, okay. Gotta take Gotta take care of what you gotta take care of, you know. And okay, oh, that's cool. That's cool. And also, um, the video I did that my wife did earlier, explaining about what happened to the 6th issue of her comic, why she has the rough draft but it didn't get published. She's in depth video of explaining that. So yeah, you get early access to those 3 videos and and the other videos, which will be 2 more Yu-Gi-Oh readings, manga readings, the Power Rangers facing Mr. Peanut, as they get uploaded. So yeah, with as little as $1 a month on Patreon, you'll be getting access to that. They Yeah, far as I can tell, yeah, and y'all both of y'all seem pretty faithful to each other, especially from what I see. How you talk about them on Facebook and everything. Yeah, yep, y'all definitely seem pretty faithful to each other. Yep, Facebook is full of the evidence there, so I have no doubt in that. I have no doubt with that relation there. Yep. Oh, thank you, Greg. Like I say, by the grace of God, I do what I can. Like I say, it's all because of him. As my uncle Ricky said, when we first got married, they said that ring that we have is not to be broken now. So, yeah. So by the grace of God, we do the best that we can. Then it's we've been hanging in there. the death do us part. Um, so yeah, you definitely get so you definitely will get access to early viewings, and also there'll be access to a Patreon only video that's not going to be released to YouTube. So yeah, like you say, if you support us on that Patreon, there's soon gonna be a video that's not gonna be on YouTube, but only Patreons will have. Mhm. Run back the tree? No, I mean, because remember what happened to Trini in Power Rangers there, and as far I think you stated on the on Facebook that you because you got yourself cosplaying Trini there for him now. So um, like I say, yeah, I don't I think you guys are pretty tight together there. Yeah, you guys are pretty tight there. Yep. So yeah, so yeah, definitely do that. Just live stream, Discord, Facebook, and sell your stuff on the Macari app. So one for did it. Well, I mean, like I say, that's because you pretty that's what you express on Facebook there. Just like how I have different things about me and Christina. That's they say posting about the one you love. There, that's the thing. You know that So yeah, that is definite evidence of of what you guys got going on there. Yep. So yeah, especially if they support your relation, there, yeah, they are definitely true to you. Yep. Oh boy. Yep. So for all that said, yeah, this an interesting. We got something very interesting in today's live stream. Like I say, Power Rangers, Cyber Squad, and that would be it. I think that would. Well, the important thing on that is what you believe about Billy. Yeah, like I say, because as one like I heard Medea say in Tyler Perry's movies, it's not people say all kind of things about other people, to the day we die, but it's what we choose to answer to. Yeah, like I say, like this little girl, she said told Medea how people were calling her different names and stuff like that because of what her mama was. There, and Medea said, "Well, it's not what people say about you; it's what you answer to." So, yeah. So yeah, you gotta, like I say, you gotta stand strong with what you believe, there, Janara. Yeah. Yeah, like I say, yeah, right. Just that, yeah, stand on what you believe, Janara. Yeah. Like I say that because, like I say, people are going to talk. They talk about me. They said talk about me. They've talked about Christina. They've even talked about our friends. EJ and Casey. Yeah, and other people close to us in our families there. So, like I say, it does. Don't. Oh, thank you. Yep, we and this and like Jesus said, we love his saying we love you too. There, so like I say, we all supposed to love one another. That's yep. So yeah, that's the best weapon against hate is love. So. Mm-hmm. Yep. that. So, yeah, that's what I say. Stick with, yeah, stand true to what you believe. There. Yeah. Oh boy. So, so yep. So this, I think you and Billy gonna love this about in the last we talk about my adventures with from Mighty Morphin to SPD with Power Rangers, imagining myself in those fan made Power Ranger series like Mega Cards, then like 4 or 5 versions of Kroger Force. Oh, cool. All right. So, yeah, hope and to say we work we try to we still working on the first kid for me and Christina there. So yeah, we definitely like I say, I'm still working toward that. I still keeping the faith that God's gonna give us that special child there. Make and if it's like I say, if it's meant to be, possibly two, but like I say, definitely that first child there. So yep. So yeah, so in today's live stream, we're gonna start off with Cyber Squad. This was the Power Rangers series that came after Kroger Force in the show. Yeah, a lot of that had to do with behind the scenes stuff with the actors and everything. It was stuff going, which I know you know about a lot of what happened and stuff like that because I know you mentioned it. I've heard about it too. But there was, and I know me and Christina we sort of binge watched Mighty Morphin all the way up to Zeo so far. And yeah, we seen it was like we saw when they transitioned from Jason, Trini, and Zach to Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. With the body doubles and stock footage and stuff because there was stuff going on with the actors behind the scenes. So yeah, we definitely know about how things kind of went there. And one thing about it, like I say, it's not always easy with any TV show. It's always going to be it's not always going to be easy depending on the show and the actors there to give her. Well, like I said, that. Like I say, is not really a clear cut answer. At least not that I know. But like I say, with the studios, it's not all. Like I say, they but at least, like I say, at least Billy does have you right now. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, at least he got you. So that's the good thing. That's the thing to focus on moving forward. There. Yeah, and to say make be sure to make the best out of that there. So yeah, and ironic I have Doctor Strange there. Yep. Woo. So yeah. So so with Cyber Squad, yeah, going digital. Um, Cyber after the events of Kroger Force, the Cyber Squad began. Takes place in Boulder City because I kind of was thinking in terms of the second, not the first college I went to, but the second college I went to in Bipsy. Um, so the first character that's going to become the Red Ranger, Tamias, comes in, which I think he's supposed to be like okay, but yeah. Anyway, but Tamias, he comes into Bolger. He's coming there to become a police officer, and he signs up in a special police force to train. Let's see, wait, let me see. Don't wait till. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that was kind of weird that they never took advantage of that. There, I don't know. I don't know if they had a done something during season one. Um, I'm not sure how if that would have made things different with the actors of season two. And I'll tell you, okay, yeah, I tell you, well, like I say, don't, yeah, like I say, right, yeah, y'all stay, don't let anybody take y'all apart right now, because I mean, this is y'all in the y'all are together now in the present. But I tell you, since you mentioned about stuff with Trini, um, one some of the reasons why some of the actors left, like Jason, Trini, and Zach, why their actors left. Um, there was a lot going on with the union, and what it was. See, season one relied a whole lot on stock footage from the Super Sentai Zoo Ranger. So it was basically whenever they were morphed or in the Zords, like we need dinosaur power. A lot of that was stock footage and dubbing. There was some original footage with them in suits sometime, but majority of the fights and stuff like that, they were able to save a lot of money by just using the Sentai footage. But then when they got to season two, because of course Power Rangers got really popular, um, then the thing was people got so used to the Zoo Ranger costumes. Saban was kind of skeptic about changing to the Die Ranger suit because he was afraid uh, that he might lose viewers and stuff. So he kept the Zoo Ranger suits and just said, okay, well they upgrade to new Zords, which were the Die Ranger Zords. And because of that, you got a lot more original footage with them in Zoo Ranger costume. They had some leftover Zoo Ranger footage that they would use, but when that Zoo Ranger footage ran out, and they were having to use a lot more original footage leading up to White Light, then that's when things started to get complicated. Like especially like the original footage of the cockpit inside the Thunder Megazord. Um, you notice like when they had like the sparks flying from there. Um, there were times, and I think Kimberly stated, even like when they were shooting the movie too, that some of them had were not major, but some of them kind of got like uh, minor times where they got hurt there, and that's why they were demanding for union and stuff like that. But yeah, sort of led one thing led to another. Yeah. So yeah, but no, you're not. I mean, like I say, you're with him now. There, you're with him now. Uh, yes, you're with him now. So like I say, don't doubt your relationship right in the now. Like I say, whatever happened in the past, that's like as Rafiki say, that's in the past. What he says in Lion King. But this is the now. So sort of like I say, like me and Christina, things happen in our past there. Both of us have had previous relations and stuff, but our focus now is our present, and that's how it should be. Just so, yep, in order to make a good future. Yep. So yeah, so that's what matters right now. Yeah. So that, like I said, yeah, that's what that's the focus should be right now. Ooh, that way your relationship can flourish. Ooh. But yeah, that's what was happening behind the scenes with Power Rangers. Yeah, why why we don't see Jason, Trini, and Zach like after halfway in the second season because of that. So yeah. Okay, yeah, don't. Yeah, you really love him and he loves you. Yeah, hang on to one another. Hang on. Yeah. So yeah, don't let go, like they say, like they be saying in them movies. Don't let go. Hey, hold on. Or that or an old song that we used to sing at church. Hold on, you can make it. Hold on, everything will be all right. Or bet I think it was actually on the radio. We heard that. I heard that song KOK radio station. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Keep and they say stand strong on that Janara. Yeah, and they say be strong as a fierce warrior. Yeah, so, and they say woo. So yeah, but that's what was happening. Yeah, that's what was happening. Um, so with Cyber, oh yeah, with Cyberclick, Tamias, he didn't arrive in Bolger for the police job there. As a special police force known as the Cyber Squad. And just, you know, they had a bag from people. Oh, okay. I say, okay, I've gotten some, yeah, and yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Um, I've gotten that on, people that have gave me said some pretty bad stuff to me on Facebook. They've done it on other platforms there. Yeah, it can it can affect you, but like I say, like I said, one thing about it, but you can't let it keep you down. There, it does hurt a little bit, no. So I'm not denying that in the slightest, but yeah, like I say, you gotta, like I say, you gotta be strong, gotta you be strong, and that's another good thing about you and Billy being together. Y'all can, yeah, strengthen each other when stuff like that happens. There, yeah. Yeah, but like then you did, and then even yeah, that's like you say, other people as well. Because that's one thing God put us on this earth to help each other out. Because He know by ourselves we will fall, but if we're together, yeah, one fall we can pull them up. So sometimes yeah we have to pull one another up, and that's nothing wrong with that. I've had people pull me up there, like my big sis Casey. She's um, when I was stuck on the bleachers in summer school. Yeah, and I was really scared to come down physically. And Casey came back. She risked being late to class to help me get down from the bleachers there because I was terrified there. So yeah, like I say, we all need, as that song say, everybody needs somebody sometime. It's true. Yep. So, and that's one good thing with the Power Rangers. They have to help one. They help. That's why they're a team. They can help each other out as well. There, yeah. They start off as a team from the beginning. So, yep. So that was that's pretty good little tie in with the subject. Yep. Now, so with that, so he's arrived and he meets kind of comes in with the one over the Cyber Squad. Trying to think what I named her. I'm just gonna let's see wait because it was a name I gave the chief there, the chief of the Cyber Squad. Um, I'm just gonna call her Lisa. So yeah, Lisa over the Cyber Squad and everything. You have other members like Zeke. Um, Then let's see, Christopher. Just as one, I'm just gonna say Zeke, Christopher, Myra, and then there's Tanya. So the five. So Tamias, he meets up with the chief and the four of them. Then they the chief mentions about this program that she's working on, and there's another. She has a partner that she's working with. named Sheila. That what's going on, EJ? I, was- I was about to say, I know EJ ain't gonna miss nothing Power Rangers related. Yeah, you. I'm talking about Power Rangers. Yeah, you def. Yeah, I know EJ gonna show up. You, yeah. So, with that, yeah, the project that they're working on, Sheila and Lisa. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I know you had, I'm gonna tell you, EJ, I kind of feel, I feel what you be talking about. Yeah, which I mean, not like oh yeah, yep, it is. And we got another code for this. We got so couple two codes to talk about in here. But I know what you're talking about with that business. Now of course I got, if I know it's some different things with both of us, but case in point, yeah, we be busy because like I say, I was after I came down there to the library to talk to you, came back home and me and Christina we went to see my in-laws there. So we was down there for a while, and then kind of running a couple of other errands there. Got us a little Subway to eat there, cause like I say, to kind of save time on cooking for the night since I had this live stream to do there. Yeah, so yeah, like I say, bitty, yeah, just like you say, yeah. And then just the fact of preparing content too, not just a live stream, but content like which I know you're doing that too. Um, yeah, it does take some time there. So yeah, like I say, so definitely I definitely understand that there. So yeah, we got to do what we can, buddy. Yep. So yeah, the program with Cyber Squad, they're trying to as they start working on it, um, there's an attack that comes through. The attack is I can't think what the the boss villain of all this. But I know the boss villain is sending is bringing computer viruses into the real world, and one of the viruses he bring well, some of the viruses that he brings to the world is the Trojan horse riders. They're actually now this actually Trojan horse. This was actually based off of an actual computer virus I heard of years ago that actually was called the Trojan horse. When like with AOL, when AOL was around everything, we was on AOL and stuff. There was once news reports of this Trojan horse virus. They were talking about how dangerous it was. It's like y'all gotta be stuff that we had to do to try to prevent our computers from getting the virus and stuff like that because if the computers got it, that was pretty much it. You pretty much lost you pretty much lost your access to the internet there. It was almost it's like a cyber virus version of something like say the West Nile virus for us organic beings there. So yeah, the Trojan horse riders they start matter of fact golden Trojan horse riders. They start attacking Boulder City and everything. So it's time to access that program. Project Cyber Squad. Tamias, Maya, Tanya, along with Zeke and Christopher, they all go out and they get ready to access the program. And this is the morphing code: Cyber Beast, Data Infusion. And with that, they morph into the Power Rangers Cyber Squad. Tamias has the power of is the Red Spider Ranger, that is on web. See what I did there? On web. um, Zeke has the power of the cyber is the Cyber Shark Ranger. Um, Zeke, Zeke is the Cyber Shark Ranger. Christopher is the Cyber Mouse Ranger, and Tanya is the Cyber Wildcat Ranger, and Tanya. Oh yeah, Maya is the Cyber Eagle. Is the Cyber Eagle, the Cyber Yellow Eagle. They got Cyber Yellow Eagle, uh, Cyber Pink Wildcat, Cyber Green Mouse, Cyber Blue Shark, and Cyber Red Spider. The five Cyber Squad Rangers, they go into battle with these Trojan horse riders with their powers and stuff there. They manage to the powers of the cyber animals that they fuse with and everything, and they're able to defeat them. Then one of I think like the commander of the golden Trojan horse riders. It's like one that's more powerful than the entire group. He grows. So then they have to amplify the power of their cyber beasts to grow big. So now you get pretty much calling for the Zords. The spider, the shark, the mouse, the wildcat, and the eagle. There's a fight with them individually, of course, and then eventually form the Cyber Squad Megazord. And how the Cyber Squad Megazord comes, so the spider kind of goes into like pretty much it kind of they're since they're the Zords are also part data. Um, they sort of some parts of them will disassemble in order to reconfigure into the proper Megazord formation. And also because they're part data, they can kind of rearrange their data bits there. Also, when the Cyber Rangers morph, they become part data when they're in the morph state. Um, so so the spider becomes like the body there, as well as the head formation. Then the wildcat becomes like the legs attachment. The legs of the Megazord. Shark and the mouse become arms, and the spider legs attached to the Megazord Megazord arms there. Sort of like Tarantulas and Black Arachnia from Beast Wars, how they had, when they transform the robot mode, they have the spider legs on their robot mode arms, and eagle, of course, wings for the Megazord, and there you have the Cyber Squad Megazord. Yep, and that they're able to defeat the General Trojan Horse Rider there with the Cyber Squad Saber. Ah! And the day is saved there. And now the Cyber Squad Rangers are the ones defending Boulder City. And as time goes on, more enemies and stuff come on. There's a special episode that comes up, which has a surprising twist. Um, they actually, in this surprise episode, they don't face, a virus or anything. There's actually a certain psychic samurai that's attacking there. It turns out this was this universe version of Sword Girl. This was because there was actually going to be a Dream League series at this time that was going to be kind of dark. That would be kind of playing alongside of Power Rangers Cyber Squad. Never heard of Sword Girl? Sword, okay. Let me see. I think I have Sword Girl is actually a character that Big Sis Casey came up with, aka Julie Yukoshi. And she's gonna now there's gonna be a version of her in my Yumiko books. But she has been we have used Sword Girl's character in other stories and stuff like that. That's one of the that's one picture of her there. That was in a video I did recently on YouTube. There, matter of fact, if I got a better idea, let me bring up the shorts here. Got the ball. Okay, I got the ball because I don't want to get in trouble for the music. Yeah, show some images of what she's like now. There, Julie Yugoshi, the soy girl, and her original creator is Casey Hennigan. There, yep. And the thing with her, she actually not only is she a samurai, but she also has psychic powers too. So she's a psychic samurai. Yeah, which makes her pretty powerful there. So powerful that she had to actually learn how to focus her powers there, and that's why she became a samurai to help focus her psychic powers there. Yeah. So in Cyber Squad now, this was kind of back, like I say, now her character is a lot better written now, but back then, we did it. She was more like someone that was just kind of angry with the world because she had lost her parents and everything, and pretty much was on an attack rage because of it. So it's a Cyber Squad episode called Sword Girl. That's what it's titled, and she's attacking everything. And eventually, the Cyber Squad meets up with the other heroes like Star Striker, Target. Um, Now, I think she was Bubble. I think Bubbleina at this point, and Bantam X. They're also trying to get a hold of Sword Girl, to join their team there. And be as a hero. So yeah, it's kind of that going on there. The Cyber Squad and these other heroes trying to form their Dream League team. So yeah, it was trying to start a backdoor pilot to another Dream League series there. Also, the inspiration of this episode, Sword Girl and Power Rangers Cyber Squad, was actually the thing that came to my mind when I thought of this was you remember Batman Beyond? There was an episode called Zeta, with this synthoid that was able to make disguise himself as different people and everything. And then he got his own spinoff show. In Batman Beyond, his design, um, I don't know why this was, but for some reason in Batman Beyond, he didn't really have a head for some reason, but I guess he could see. It looked kind of weird when you saw his true robot form. But in the Zeta Project, the spinoff, they gave him a proper head there. So yeah, but that was kind of what the inspiration to that episode Sword Girl was there, of how she was introduced in Cyber Squad. So after dealing with that, a little bit later, they run into they run into someone named Naomi. Now this is a different Naomi than it's not the same one from Yumiko. But this Naomi is actually another version of Casey's character. Um, and one of the enemies that they go up against, she comes to their aid as the Cyber Squad Black Fox Ranger. And one reason because of this is because one thing Casey she likes Power Rangers, but in this is just how she felt. She didn't she was kind of she didn't really she wasn't really down with how most every season that had came out up to that point would always have okay, yellow and pink are our girls, yellow and pink are our girls, and and yeah, I know and Ninja Storm and what you call Mystic Force. They would actually have female Blue Rangers, and I know the Alien Rangers they had Delphine as a female White Ranger. So they did have some changes from time to time, but most of the time it was okay. The girls are yellow and pink, most every time, until some of the seasons we had leading into Cosmic Fury and everything, where uh, we started getting stuff like Purple Ranger. Then we had of course SBD had the Cat Ranger, and then I think Dino Fury, we got a female Green Ranger, and then the final season of Power Rangers, we finally got a permanent female Red Ranger. Not reason I say permanent because they tried. SBD was the first one that introduced the female Red Ranger of the A Squad, but then it turned out the A Squad decided to become evil. They weren't under like an evil spell. They weren't monsters like the Psycho Rangers. Nah, they just chose on their own free will. Like, yeah, we work for the bad guys now because he pays better. Yeah, and pretty much turned on Kruger, which kind of ruined the chick, which kind of ruined the get excited for a female Red Ranger, but they're like oh crap, she's evil. Um, then they try again with Samurai. Um, I'm not sure what the Sentai was like. I don't know if the Sentai maybe temporarily had. Oh my goodness, don't. Oh, ooh, I was about to say, don't freeze on me live. Don't freeze. Yeah, everything's still good on y'all end. I'm not frozen on y'all end, am I? Yeah, put a one in the chat if y'all still see me moving. If I'm still moving, man. Yeah, put one in the chat there. Still still see everything working on your end. Chat there. Yeah, just trying to make sure I'm not frozen now. Good. Thank you. Okay, so we all still good there. Woo. So yeah, so yeah, we find, but I don't know if the Sentai of Samurai ever had a female Red Ranger, or if they did, how that was in the story. But I do know Power Ranger Samurai, the Power Ranger version. Temporarily, they had a female Red Ranger, which was the sister of the main Red Ranger. Yeah, and then yeah, it's like okay, now back to my brother. So then, Cosmic Fury, yeah, they had a female Red Ranger to lead the team into the finale of Power Rangers. So yeah, so yeah, but like I say, all before then, yeah, we pretty much just been yellow and pink, and like I said, had a few other colors here and there, but mostly it was always yellow and pink there. So that was one thing Casey was really tired of. Like I say, she does like Power Rangers, but she just kind of felt that like can't y'all put us in different other colors there? So that's why her character for Cyber Squad was the Cyber Squad Black Ranger. Okay, I thought there was something in Brownie's fur there. Okay, yes. Anyway, so yeah, she was the Cyber Black Fox Ranger, and of course she had a Cyber Fox Zord. I think it just kind of became like armor for the Megazord there for the other five. Sort of like how the Dragonzord combined in the first season. The Power Rangers, not the Dragonzord battle mode, but the one that the form they would take right before calling Titanus. There, we summoned the power of Titanus and the Ultrazord. So yeah, that formation there. Um, so there was that, and then eventually there was a point where they got a second set of Zords there, and on it was supposed to be cyber mythical Zords there. Uh, Honestly, I forgot what they were for the five Rangers as well as the Cyber Squad Black Ranger, but the one who created them was Sheila. And the thing with Sheila and also Lisa, they actually also could become Cyber Squad Rangers too, due to a motherboard program. Lisa would become the Cyber Squad White Bear Ranger of the first motherboard program. The second motherboard program, Sheila would use to become the Cyber Squad Red Phoenix Ranger. Now, so now you get to have two Red Rangers in the series, one male and one female. Pretty interesting there. It's almost like just think like Power Rangers Time Squad, I mean Time Force. Imagine if you still had Wes as the Time Force Red Ranger, and instead of Eric, imagine if in Eric's place, just say if it was a girl or a lady, and say like her name is Erica, like no, Erica don't, and she becomes the Quantum Ranger. Dun, Erica, is that you? Dun 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 dun. Yeah, so it'd be kind of be like if that happened there. So yeah, so you get two now. You got the main five Cyber Squad, and then you got a Cyber Squad Black Ranger, Cyber Squad White, and a second Cyber Squad Red Ranger, making a total of 8 Rangers there for Cyber Squad. Yep, and then only other thing I remember in this series, like I say, probably wondering like, well, don't you remember like what your villains are like for this series? Just to be honest with you guys, I actually was dabbling with this series at the same time I was writing Kroger Force. So yeah, that's kind of why. I'm got the that why I'm kind of jumping around like that because, like I say, and honestly, I had more focus in Kroger Force than anything there. So that's what kind of happened there. But speaking of Kroger Force, you know how every season of Power Rangers when they remember Zeo when they teamed up with the Alien Rangers, like a little team up thing, and also mixed some Sentai footage in it. Then you had what you call it, Power Rangers Space when they teamed up with Justin the Blue Turbo Ranger, and then when Lost Galaxy came on the scene, you got the second official all team up Space and Lost Galaxy. Let's rock it! Go Galactic! So yeah, just like these team ups, yeah, Cyber Squad teamed up with Kroger Force there. And how this happened, it started behind the scenes. Lisa revealed to the Cyber Squad that she had been kind of dating someone, and she was waiting for the right time, and said, "Well, I guess now I have to tell you guys because not only have we been dating, but we're gonna get married." And who is this mystery man that she's been seeing? Why is none other than none other than Michael Reagan, from Kroger there. So, and this is how they end up running into the Kroger Force Rangers. There's actually two versions of the crossover. one version where they cross over with Kroger Force version 3 and another with Kroger Force version 4. Um, with version 3, um, Michael is the Kroger Force Black Ranger. And then, of course, in version 4, yeah, he's, just a store manager and not really a ranger in that series. So we're going to go, so going by version 3, yeah, you get him as the Kroger Force Black Ranger. Um, so, yeah, you get, like I say, there's Ace and Silverstone kind of teams up with the one that's sending all these computer viruses in. They create like this, and I think he calls for like this. It's some an alien that they haven't that Kroger Force hasn't faced before, merging with a very dangerous super virus there. So it takes both the Cyber Squad and the Kroger Force Rangers to bring this thing down there. Yeah, and even summoning both of their Megazords, just like how Space and Lost Galaxy had to call for their Megazord, the Astro Megazord and the Galactic Megazord. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So the day is saved, and we get the wedding, and we get actually the wedding I think would happen they just kind of celebrate the victory, but they do set a date for the wedding, and of course that date would come after the finale of Cyber Squad there when all the virus threats are officially eliminated then. The big finale, Cyber Squad Red has his battleizer and everything now. So that hey, Chanel puppet. What up, Chanel puppy? What's up, puppy? What's up, puppy? What's up, puppy? Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Chanel puppy. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember when I came over there, boy. She was just like Casey's dog Evie there. Said whoa, whoa. Yeah, she has some affection in her there, just like Evie there. Yeah, so so that's what Cyber Squad. So now let's talk. We're gonna talk about Matrix and Die. Digiranger. Like I said, almost like introducing another Sentai. Let's say Matrix and Die. Digiranger. I don't know what the opening would exactly sound like, but random. Digiranger. I'm gonna cut it off. So much to go. Digiranger. I'm gonna go. But I need to go. Got the Digiranger. Hiya! Dun 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 dun. So something like that. There. I yeah. Maybe if I was one of the contestants on whose line is that, I probably have a better improv of coming up with a song, and also a little bit more knowledgeable of Japanese, of speaking Japanese there. So I had to speak Japanese and do who's don't freeze on me, computer. Don't freeze on me. Have to Gotta do some Japanese improv there. so so there was this ideal I had for Digimon and Power Ranger. Dun, 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 dun. When they got the go, but then they do the Digimon thing does. So yeah, so like this joke, nostalgia critic came up with once. So my grandma made us fruitcake. Oh, you gotta sing? Fruitcake, gotta sing about fruitcake. So yeah, so with Digiranger, yeah, they so Digiranger, of course, Brownie is actually in this as Browniemon. So this actually, now Cyber Squad has elements of Digimon more so because of the Data Beast, but they're not actually Digimon. Digiranger is pretty much more Digimon style with elements of Power Rangers there. So got so Brownie was a Digimon in this series, and he's also which I have to get to that in the future when I talk about Digimon history. That I actually had imagined him in Digimon somewhere, but they were just gonna talk about here in Digiranger. So so with so Digiranger actually starts in Barnhart City, which I know that's actually Brownie's home city in the world of Yumiko. So so as you know, Barnhart was used in other stories like Digiranger. In Barnhart City, we have Officer Jason Darrell. Uh, I think I was going by the Darrell name. Let me make sure. Lay them down for a second. I got because I still got these notebooks here. Let's see. That should yeah should I should have the pictures from Digiranger there. The idea for it. Here we are. Yeah. Oh, look like Mr. Peanut there. Okay, okay, yeah, he was Jason Darrell, English name. Um, Japanese name Sindhu Shidora. Age 23, eye color blue, hair color black. His digi and the digivices they have are called Digi Advancers. The color is yellow with gold highlights. Height 5'8", Digimon partner Brownymon. The Japanese name for Brownymon is Kinamon in Japanese. Favorite food: cheeseburgers with some barbecue sauce. Yeah, so I got a whole. Yeah, that's Jason Darrell right there, and of course Brownie has a Digimon called Brownymon there. So, yeah, for the Digiranger series there, and so before I show any more, so anyway, the series started off with Jason. He was on patrol that night, and he was. They were looking for a criminal that had stolen something there, and the search uh, led to a monster in the shadows, but they couldn't identify it there, and the thief got away. Jason comes home, so they have no they can't find any trace of either the thief or the monster. So all the officers they go home. Jason comes home, and he's in a bit of trouble here. Let's just say he comes home to his wife Catherine, with that's Christina's character. Um, Set them down again because I gotta show her picture there. And I know I probably anybody if y'all seen my and I didn't write the information on these pictures, but um that's Christina's character, Catherine, Cat for short. And soon she would meet up with her Digimon Felinamon, a little pink cat there. So that's Catherine. Now, Catherine at the moment, she's not on the DigiRanger team yet, but she would be. So at this moment, and neither is Jason. Jason's just a regular cop at this point. So Jason comes home, and when he gets in there, Cat is sort of almost like the scene. Remember when Mr. Incredible came home from? He was supposed to be out bowling, but him and Frozone were trying to do a caper or something like that. And then remember they accidentally landed in the bank. Like that ain't right. We look like bad guys. I wanted to go bowling. Freeze! I said freeze. I'm thirsty. I'm just getting a drink. Okay, you had your drink. I know. Freeze. So Yeah, and then Mr. Incredible, then Bob Parr, who's Mr. Incredible, he came home and he saw how his wife was sitting there waiting for him in the dark. There, so that's the way. So Kat's kind is up waiting for Jason to come back home, and one thing she mentions of why she's upset. She's like, uh, not only he just late coming home, but he kind of he because of where he kind of forgot about him and Catherine's anniversary trip they were supposed to take. He forgot to put reservations in for their honeymoon. Now, oh boy, you can probably guess. Oh, well, I was wondering what that sound was there. Hmm, almost kind of scared me for a second there. Longest. Okay, okay, I don't have that down. So, so yeah, she's upset about that. And yeah, her boy Jason's kind of in the doghouse. It's a figure of speech, Brownie. Figure of speech. Yeah. Oh, should and Chanel pup, not in your doghouse, Chanel puppet. As they say in Garden of the Galaxy, it's metaphorical. This sort of like what they say with Taser Face, like. So why do you call yourself Taser Face? Do actual tasers come out of your face? Why are you laughing? I'm, I'm sorry. I'm just imagining you waking up in the morning and looking at yourself in the mirror and say, "Hey, you know what? Be a really kick butt name. I'm gonna call myself Taser Face." Looking at yourself in the morning. Boy, Rocket was savage on that there. He just roasted that guy. Then in his heat, they actually made it where tasers actually came out of his face. It's not metaphorical. so so yeah, Jason is in the metaphorical doghouse on the couch. The next morning, as Catherine's making them some breakfast there, the thief from last night comes in, and it turns out that the thief is a Digimon, Brownymon to be exact. And the stolen item is actually will be known later as a Digi Advancer. Uh, Brownymon sneaks into Jason's house and gets some of the breakfast that Cat's cooking without them knowing. And then suddenly the monster from last night shows up in the backyard, and this monster is another Digimon, but unlike Brownymon, he's a threat. He's a major threat. Um, pretty uh, and when Jason then wake up and sees this, according to an analysis, this is Tarmon, made completely out of tar and very poisonous to be exact. Special attack, Tar Blast. And boy, Tarmon creates a lot of and one reason I came up with this idea of the Digimon called Tarmon is this is kind of based on how I am. Y'all ever seen, when you ever walk like at gas stations and stuff like that, or even just, places just anywhere outside in general, like in front of a place of business, like stores and stuff like that, but especially gas stations. You see like the tar spots on the ground and stuff like that. Be looking real nasty and everything. I'd be sort of like, yeah, tar, yuck. Yeah, I don't take so well. Also, reminder. I see some more coming in. As y'all, as just a reminder, as y'all coming in, put some likes in there. That's what Dr. Strange say. Put some likes in that as y'all coming in here, so YouTube can know Cyber Squad and Digiranger is a hit. Yeah, with old Brownie next to us there. So with that, So yeah, Tarmon's attacking in the backyard, stuff like that. Jason tries to fight him. Brownymon does kind of help a little bit. Uh, Brownymon, he has a couple of attacks that he does called Sonic Shocker and Puppy Rollout. They sort of similar to like some attacks that Terriermon has there. They Sonic Shockers, Tar Blast. Whoa, look out! In the attack, Cat ends up getting hurt by Tarmon, and then a guy named a mysterious officer shows up, but he's not someone that Jason knows or has seen before. But he informs Jason and Brownymon to use the Digi Advancer that they have to merge together and to Digi Ranger up and defeat Tarmon. So Jason puts on the Digi Advancer and tries it out. Dun dun. Say, let's see. He holds it up to because Brand. I mean, I didn't spoiled it. The mysterious officer informs Jason to sort of like Digimon Data, sort of similar to Digimon Data Squad when that fisherman had gave Marcus his Digivice and everything. Um, so he's the data form. Brownymon turns to the data form, goes into the Digi Advancer. Digi Ranger up. No, the Digimon, the Digi Ranger. So now let me show you guys. I'm just gonna take it out of the notebook there. That way I don't have to. Yeah, I did have to set Doctor Strange down, but yeah, that way I don't have to keep lifting the whole notebook up. So when when Brownymon's data merges with Jason, they go. This is their Digiranger form. Almost kind of have a resemblance to Mega Man. Into Warrior. Oh, sorry. Yep, them Digiranger mode there. And with that, it kind of increases Brownymon's power, uh, and I think gives them a. I think there's a new attack that they get, Lightning Yo-Yo there, and with it they're able to defeat Tarmon. Then after Tarmon's defeated, leading into the second episode, they immediately get Jason's wife Kat to the hospital for them to treat her, get the poison out that from Tarmon's attack. While the doctors are treating Catherine, Jason talks with the mysterious officer and finds out his name is Brandon Green, and he's what's known as a Digiranger, and his Digimon partner is a little rabbit called Demimon. Yep. So sort of looks similar to Terriermon, but called Demimon. And he explains to Jason about Digiranger. He's actually from a city called Matrix City, where they've started the Digiranger Force, and their whole thing is in Matrix City. You remember how in Power Rangers SPD, Dentech City was starting sort of like a Men in Black thing where the aliens just sort of, walked around casually with the humans in that city and everything. And I think they think now I think they may be in other cities too, but Dentech was sort of where it was all starting there. So excuse me. So then, so yeah, in Matrix City, there's a lot of Digimon that just walk around casually with the humans there, outside the digital world. So he explains about that, but he said because of that, there are while some of the Digimon, are keeping it, keeping the peace and everything, like hey, what's up and everything. You could probably walk right by, say say for instance a Wergarulamon and high five them and everything. But then you got some Digimon that ain't so cool with you and everything, and want to try to destroy stuff and blah 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 blah. So that's why Digiranger was formed. Just like how we have the regular police when for regular criminals, the Digiranger is for Digimon criminals there. So which, like I say, I did know about Digimon Data Squad, but I had not really watched it when I made Digiranger. Um, Matter of fact, I even heard of its Japanese name was called Digimon Sabers. But at the time, like I say again, I hadn't really watched it a lot, so I didn't really know much about it. But then later, when I did watch the series, half of it because I checked it out the library. Sadly, I wasn't able to see the other half, the last half of the season, because the pack I bought did not have the last half of episodes, and I never was able to find it. So I'm still left on a cliffhanger of season 5, Data Squad. But one thing I did not notice is how heavy-handed they had with the police motif there. And ironically, Digiranger is a police force there. So so with that, it's sort of like the concept of Data Squad with the police thing mixed with Digimon Frontier and Tamers. And the reason I say both of them, because like in Digimon Frontier, how they could turn into Digimon, but Tamers they merge with the Digimon. So however, but in this case, yeah, like I said, a Digiranger up, and then it's going to be something else that comes up a little later. Um, as they're as Brandon and Jason talk some more, and Cat's still healing up, suddenly he gets an alert on his Digi Advancer that something's coming. Uh, him, Jason, Brownymon, and Demimon, all four of them go outside the hospital, and another enemy shows up. Uh, Trying to think. I think what I call him. They. I'm just gonna make up something. The Ikaramon there, which is sort of like a mix between an eagle and a kung fu fighter. But he shows up to attack them there, and Demimon kind of fends them off a bit. But then eventually Brandon's like, okay, all right, Demimon, you ready? Ready as I'll always be. Dun dun. Data form, Demimon, into the Digi Advancer. Accessing, accessing Demimon data. Okay, ready. Digi Ranger up, and he merges with Demimon into Digi Ranger form, much like the way Jason and Brownymon did there. And the two of them are able to defeat Ikaramon there. Pretty much bring him down. And then Jason decides to join the Digirangers in Matrix City. Once Catherine's healed up and everything, they all fly to Matrix City. And when they get there, they even allow, before Jason starts to work, they allow Jason to sort of make things up with, sort of getting good gracious with his wife there, by having them a little honeymoon before he starts his job there. Honeymoon with pay. Gets kind of a little bonus before he even starts working there. Now, that's what I call some benefits. Like as Medea say, Blue Cross Blue Shield, glory to God, I got some benefits. I love a man with benefits. so so yeah, they have themselves a little honeymoon for kind of touring around Matrix City and some of the sites there, some of the fun things to do and stuff. After that, they Jason starts his job there, um, and Cat kind of comes, to see how things are for Jason and everything, kind of check it out with him, and they like what they see. Then as they start patrol and everything, turns out a criminal is on the loose there. The criminal they encounter is actually let's see. go. Yeah, remember the cat that I showed you guys? Um, it's actually Felinamon there. Now at this point, sort of like now it's kind of interesting, when they met Brownymon, he sort of was a kind of an Aladdin style thief there, just imagine Brownie doing like Aladdin and they one jump had the lawman, one swing had the sword. I steal only what I can afford. That's everything. One jump had the lawman, that's all, and that's no joke. These guys don't appreciate I'm broke. Rip rap, street rap, scoundrel, take that! Just a little snack, yeah. Break him open, take it back. I can take a hint, gotta face the fact. You're my only friend, boo. So yeah, kind of like that. And of course, gotta eat to live, gotta still to eat. Tell you all about it when I got that time. So yeah, that's pretty much Brownie's level of thieving stuff like that. But and of course, kind of like that with Felina Munn, but a little bit more Catwoman style. Cat like Catwoman from Batman. Ironically, she is a cat there. um, However, she kind of manages to get away. She kind of manages to escape the Digiranger. So then they get a new off. So then they're introduced to uh, a new officer named Flora. That name sounds familiar, don't it, EJ? Remember, but it's not. But this is not the fairy Flora. We're not talking about the fairy from Yumiko though. It's just another. But it's another officer. So much like they did with Jason, they have to kind of show her the ropes and stuff like that around and stuff like that. And she starts to really kind of flirt around with both Jason and Brandon, and something is kind of off about her. That notice when as she's kind of doing it, like you hear that little seductive music, almost kind of Jessica Rabbit-ish. um, and notice the boys are kind of like, hi. Hey. So something's not right, and Brownymon and Demimon are really suspicious of this. Like something's not right about this girl here. Um, Brownymon especially kind of has to kind of snap, kind of pull Jason away, like, "Hey, Jason, hey, you don't want to get yourself in trouble with Cat, do you?" Like, oh, wait, what? Jason. Oh, eventually it's revealed that Flora is not all she appears to be. She's actually trying to get secret data from the Digiranger base. However, Felinamon manages to catch her in the act and attacks her. And during their little cat fight, literally, Flora is revealed to be a Digimon in disguise known as Ivymon, and she perpetrates the base there and everything. Felinamon manages to escape, only to get Catherine's attention about what's going on, and she also managed to swipe a proto digi advancer that she found. And with that, Cat slips it on, and she decides to merge with Felinamon. Felinamon, data form into the digi advancer. Data ready. Felinamon access. Digiranger up. And they go into Digiranger form, which makes them look like this merged together. Pretty cute, huh? Yeah. Yep, and they come in to battle Ivymon in order to get her out of the Digiranger's computer system and everything. as well as save the boys there. So yeah, they met. So now you got your, and after that, she decides to join the Digiranger in case something like this happens again. There, so now you got three Digirangers. Like I said, Jason and Brownymon, uh, Cat, say Catherine and Felinamon, and Brandon and Demimon. So three of them they start taking on different threats and stuff like that. There's a and eventually well, say, well, do they do more than just Digi Ranger up? Yes, yes, there is some more. Um, Eventually, they go into a town called Nico City. Nico City is where a lot of Mew Mews are. If you don't know what that is, um, yeah, as a tell you what, um, put a one in the chat if y'all know what a Mew Mew is or a Nico. Yeah, or either put if you know what either one is, put a one or either put Nico or Mew Mew. If y'all know what either one of those are already. Yeah, like they get some interaction there. So I just want to see who knows it first before I say it there. So Mew Nico, almost like the Yu-Gi-Oh card Nico Main King there. That when you attack it, it ends your turn there. Yep, put the one one. And if anybody already know what a Nico or Mew Mew is there? Nico Mew. There was a thing in Thor: The Dark World where I think Cat Dennings, that was supposed to be like the best friend of Jane Foster, where she was, where they had, I think when Thor's hammer flew by, said Mew Mew. It's called Mjolnir. Mew Mew. So, yes, I don't know why she was calling that thing Mew Mew. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so all right, so a Mew Mew, pretty much in line with a Nico. They're pretty much hybrid cat people. There, a lot of time, most of the time, you see more girls like this. There are male Mew Mews too, but a lot of time you see more like in animes and stuff is more girls that become these Mew Mews. Um, they're mostly human, but they have cat ears and tails there. Yeah, and sometime a cat nose and whiskers as well there. Yeah, so that's kind of, matter of fact. There's even an anime called Mew Mew Power. If I can bring it up there. Mew Mew. Yep, there we are. Tokyo Mew Mew Power, and I think in Japanese they call them Tokyo Mew Mew. That's see, the one in the center is a cat girl, and they also have Mew Mew Power also has the other four girls. Apparently, it's not just cat girly. They have other animals that these girls are mixed with. One I think is supposed to be like a wolf. They got one that's supposed to be like some kind of sea creature. Um, the little one that's kind of in yellow is like a little monkey. Um, and I'm not completely sure about this one in between the wolf and the cat there. Not completely sure about her there, but yeah, that let's see, maybe no, no. I was trying to see if maybe this explained about them there. Maybe. Got to go. Okay, yeah, Wikipedia should be. Yeah, right there. Sorry about that, strange thing. Let's see. The cast. The character, sorry. Character. Okay, up ahead. There should be a thing to bring up the characters. That's why. Okay. Okay, I thought they had a thing where I could look up the characters, but they don't. You just got the plot. Okay, wait. Okay, they got okay. So it explains that the first Mew Mew Ichigo encounters. There's a Minto, who's a spoiled wealthy girl. She is infused with a blue lorikeet. Hadn't heard of that animal there. Then there's another one, uh, Ritatsu, kind of shy and is kind of bullied a lot there. And she is a finless porpoise there. I've heard of that animal. I hadn't seen it a lot, but I've heard of that animal, a porpoise. I think SpongeBob done mentioned about that animal. Then another one gets a gold. It's actually a golden lion there. I thought it was a monkey, but a golden lion. And the other one is a gray wolf. So yeah, so you got kind of a mix of other than just all of them as cat girls there. But yeah, most of the time, especially Nico's, is mostly cat girl related though. So Nico City has a lot of these cat not just cat girl, but also cat men there, you know. And as they're there, there's a moment where an enemy attacks and they Digiranger up to fight this enemy. However, when they after the battle's done, you know, they separate. When Philemon and Catherine separate, for some reason the effects of Nico City trigger on her because of her when she was merged with Philemon, and she has cat ears and a tail there. They tell her that that this may eventually wear off, but they're not completely sure. Um, then just a little bit later, this another a stronger enemy attacks, and their Digiranger form is not enough to defeat it. However, Catherine and Philemon uh, end up triggering Digivolution, and they digivolve together into. Let me show y'all the picture there. Let me get the other one back in here. They digivolve into Miyamon. Yeah, Mia almost kind of got some Wolverine like claws there on her gloves there. But Miyamon there. And with that, they're able to defeat the enemy. And yeah, the Nico effect does wear off after they leave the city there. So yeah. Then I think the next one, Demimon and Brownymon, they managed to digivolve together. I think their digivolve form maybe not let's see, okay, it's Demimon, I think Adramon, I just used that name there. But there was another thing I used Adramon for, but yeah. They digivolved to that. And then the last one, of course, Jason and Brownymon Digiranger up. However, their Digivolve form occurs by the effects of a full moon, and you probably can guess where that's going. A sort of a werewolf thing. They Digivolve together, and let me see. Let me bring it. That's one thing about the notebook, kind of tricky here. Okay, let me. Come on, no, back. No, back there. So they again, they end up becoming Sabermon, kind of a werewolf-like Digimon, and oh boy, sort of lose control. They sort of like with like when Banner first turned into the Hulk, sort of they kind of become because the full moon makes them kind of savage there. Um, yeah, it's a matter of them having to try to control their new Digivolve form. And of course, eventually they do. Um, and yep, now all of them can Digivolve together and be in control of themselves. Um, they meet some others that's part of the Digi Ranger. One of them is a young girl, is actually a computer tech wizard at the Digiranger base called Terry, and she manages to merge with a Digimon called Catermon without a Digi-Advancer, just straight up data infusion without the Digi-Advancer, and they become, and instead of going into Digiranger mode, they go straight to Digivolving together into Beautymon, say from pretty much the caterpillar to butterfly. The Catamine Data Infusions Digivolve to Beautymon. Dun 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 dun. Yep, and I think there was some other Digiranger. Had one named Troy, who merged with a who Digirangered up with his Digimon partner Sheepmon, and then they could Digivolve together into Shepherdmon. Also, and then there was also Brandon had a little sister known as Ashley, kind of another form of Taikari's character. Um, and even though she didn't exactly become a Digiranger, she did get a Digimon partner and managed to swipe a Digi-Advancer to merge with her Digimon partner, uh, Celamon, which was like a little unicorn, and Digi-Rangered up with Celamon there. So, so I think, and I think there was one other Sildamon with another guy. I can't think of his name, but it was a snake type Digimon called Sildamon. They merged together, and when they Digivolve, they would become sort of a dragon form. So, and these are some of the other forms that, like this another form Jason had, from Sabermon to Rare Sabermon. There, sort of like a hunter there, and then you had Notorimon, sort of a knight there. Yeah, with Browniemon's little ears and stuff there. Yeah, almost like a little play on War Greymon. War Greymon! And with Felinamon Digiranger mode, they go from Miyamon to Cleomon, kind of Egyptian theme, which you probably can guess why, because cats, Egypt, they kind of went together. And then of course, a lot of my coworkers really love this, especially the boys, really love this picture. Wowing them on there. Yeah, like a cheetah girl. There's a cheetah girl right there. Or a type girl, but just imagine if this character was a cameo in the Cheetah Girls movie. Because they are sisters, they stand together. They make each other stronger, though that's never done. That ain't not even mister. That cheetah girl, cheetah sister, gotta do what they gotta do. Got the brains, got the power, and they speak the truth. Everywhere from around the world, the mama didn't raise no fool, even though they're only dreaming. They need help to carry on, even though they're not alone. 'Cause they your sister. They make each other stronger. That's never gonna change. Mm-mm. Yeah, pretty much like that there, yo. Cheetah Girls there. Woo, that was a good movie though. Yeah, or like High School Musical there. So, and only thing I hate about that is that whenever they, I think like not the second sequel, but the ones they did like all around the world, and then like they had cameos and shows like Zack and Cody and stuff. For some reason, they didn't have Raven with them. That yeah, I did not understand. Which I guess maybe some people might say, well, Raven may have been busy with other projects, but I don't know. I feel like okay, they may should have made some arrangements where they could have had Raven with them whenever they got ready to do some other projects and stuff like that. 'Cause I'm just saying, I kind yeah, I kind of did not like them taking Raven out like that there. So 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 yeah, that was so that's yeah, that's pretty much what I came up with Digiranger. And one thing about like the Digi Advancers, funny thing is they were actually walkie talkies at first. That Christina and I had before she got her first cell phone, and because we were using walkie talk to communicate each other when we like went shopping or something like that, and it's kind of funny. Yeah, we definitely were kind of kid like there, but yeah, we use those walkie talkies for also be digivices. Yeah, that was and I remember strapping my walkie talkie as a digivice onto my arm. It was a strap I had around my arm that I clipped the walkie talkie to, and made like I had my digivice on my wrist there. So yeah, there was that. And the digi device called the Digi Advancer. The first time I came up with that, it was actually in another. There was actually I actually had there was an attempt I tried to make a Digimon series. Not sure how far back, but it was before Digiranger. Um, I'm not completely sure what it was called, but I remember the Digivice is called Digi Advancers. I made them. I imagined them looking like Game Boy Advances. Since the Digi Advancer, Game Boy Advance, uh, and the Digimon that were with the Digidestin in this season I made, they could they had where you could go on the Digivancer and select what level you wanted the Digimon to Digivolve to, like Rookie, Champion, Ultimate, and Mega. But the only thing was in order to get Ultimate and Mega, just like how the Digidestin season one had the crest, for the Digivance he had to insert what was called badges there, and these badges. The idea of the badges was actually based off of these badges I had from Vacation Bible School. You had the Extreme badge, the Promise badge, the Builder badge, the Pyramid badge, and the Shining badge. And there was also a sixth one called the Destiny badge. So yeah, you had all of them had I guess the trait of being extreme or the trait of wanting to build metaphorically, I guess, or possibly physically or literally. Yeah, so not sure what the pyramid would have been. That's not really an emotion there or anything, but okay. So yeah, that was kind of the first time I used the Digi Advance idea, and I changed it up with Digiranger, of course. Yeah, so yeah, like I say, so that's pretty much what I got. Yeah, it's starting to get a little late there. That's pretty much what I got for that there. Yeah, like I say, later in the future, I will do some live streams of Digimon history. But first, before I go into that, yeah, I'm gonna first kind of focus with my Yumiko books. So that's probably going to be next week's stream. Reading the first two Yumiko books, and also the third one as well will be coming up. So will be coming up following that because it should be arriving next week. Got some copies of it just for it's not like it's like 4 copies I just ordered, but later yes I'm gonna order uh, more of them. And probably what I'm going to do before when I get ready to order some more is I'm because the ones I ordered, I actually ordered from a gift card that Christina gave me for my birthday. So that actually gave me an idea to because the thing that I really hate about Amazon, when you make it, just say like if you was ordering something, just for example, if you was ordering something that was $100 and of course, they add some tax and all that. So so just say in your account, you got like anywhere between $150 to $200. So yeah, you can pay for what you're ordering. You put in the order. Now, you would think that the minute you put the order in, it would immediately take the money out of your account because you put your order in. They don't do that. They wait. It'd be like a week to a week and maybe like a few days before they finally take it out. And just say you thought they took it out already, and all of a sudden you go to buy some other stuff and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden it's like, wait, insufficient funds. Then you realize Amazon just now took out for what you ordered, or just say you've been taking care of like some bills or something like that, and suddenly when Amazon finally decides to make the order, suddenly you get an email saying like, well, could you please resubmit your order there? So yeah, so that's why I'm going to, whenever I order from Amazon, I'm going to use gift cards purposely for that. So that way I know nothing will happen to what I ordered. It can go on and get here. Yep. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm gonna do. In order to order the other books, which will be at the end of the I think it'll be at the end of the month or either like the first no later than the first Saturday of May. For no later than the first Saturday of May, I should be done putting in order for some Yumiko books, the novel number 3 to have on hand, and also some more copies of novel 2. So yeah, definitely I'll put some orders in for Yumiko 1 through 3, so y'all can read the story and everything. Yeah, but trust me, it's a very good book. It's a very good book series there to check out. There, it's only $7 a copy, but definitely, yeah. Like I said, put that order in, and like I said, if you have, like if I have to mail it to you or anything like that, yeah, it's gonna just say you order one book, so the shipping and handling would be extra $3. But say like if you order 5 books, shipping and handling would be $15 because it's $3 added on to each book that's ordered. That's how it's worked to cover the shipping and handling. So yeah, so, just letting you know that so you be ready to know what to expect there. Um, so yeah, like I say, yeah, definitely do that. Like, share, subscribe, and you know, buy our books, $7 each. And as I write other books, and also my wife's gonna be writing some novels too, Bubblina. So as I'm writing more of my books, and she starts putting her Bubblina novel series out, just be advised that the first 3 Yumiko novel books, they're $7, but other books that come after these first 3 books the price may be different there. It all determines on how big the book is, like how like 'cause some of them might have more written in them than previous books there. One thing about it, yeah, our thing is writing, making sure the whole story gets into that book there that we're focused on. So yeah, definitely get our books, and Support us on that Patreon, just like EJ the Supreme, Iceman Universe, and Big Sis Casey. Like I say, support us on that Patreon, even if it's just $1 a month, so you can get early viewings and access to a Patreon only video that I'll be putting on there. And there will be some other Patreon only videos here and there that'll be coming soon. Um, yeah, so definitely do that. And I'm definitely going to be doing some more with Brownie and his friends, especially with Doctor Strange. Some more shorts on them, possibly some possibly some regular videos too. This all depends there. What I come up with, but yeah, it's gonna be some more content of Brownie and Doctor Strange and of course Brownie's other friends there. So be on the lookout for that. Definitely also support the Iceman universe so you get full content, access to the full content of his reactions to Hey Arnold, Ed, Eddie, Naruto, and One Piece. And also definitely check out the channels of the other Miracle, not only here, but the other Miracle crew members, like, EJ's, the one EJS, um, Queen Tina's, Pasadena Cat Pink, and Big Sis Casey's Rain Roberts or Goes in Yuji. All the links to their YouTube addresses are in the description box. So yeah, it won't be hard to find. You can just go there and click on the links in the description box, and also just like you're hanging out with us here in the live stream, hang out on Facebook and Discord, and well, it's also sell each other some stuff on that Macari app. I think I might take a look and see if there's anything on the Macari app that I might want to get a little bit of a balance in there. So might use it there and see what's available. But until then, we will see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care, everybody.